that change. Summit actually goes for the Gragas as an answer. So something that has a lot of disengage power. If the Kennen just try to get on you, you can belly boop him, you can knock him away with a cast. Massive. But EDG, I don't hold this point because they are going so aggressive right now.
But it is against the Pyke. It's against the Pyke, Mako. He has to flash away with Ignite. Volley bop, it comes through from Summit. Yes, it is a bit of a good bop. Skond duck from Scout onto Care. Ignite down. Care lucky to survive. This is how double flash as well. Summit and Care are very vulnerable as we look at Junja in the top side. We look at the jungler coming in as well. Summit has the body slam. And as Junja heads into the turret with the wave pushing in, Flandre's going to rely on his CC chain, but Clid is here for the counter. Summit buying time. Pillar great. The burn down. Junja flashes out. Summit re-engage. First blood over to the big man with a big drink, and Summit has big action to call.
Oh, so close. Junja still in the advantage, right? He has his whole top side to clear. Oh no, Mako.
Yeah, and it's Halo Blades with Ignite down. Bailout might save him, but will the kill eventually come through? Hung steps up and he gets it. Flushes away, but Viper, the Rand and the Bailout.
I think emphasis on that is important. The problem now, though, I think without Flash on Hung, you are not going to be able to 2v2 when Mako has his Flash up again. So they need outside help, but if Junja's here as well, they don't win this 3v3.
But he's been focused for now. Good bone skill with the Phantom Dive as well.
The bailout?
Junja just going to be dead. The bailout comes through. The pillar saving his life as Clid is over the wall, but Scout's coming in with a perfect execution. Care already burning the first part. Viper's jumping on top. Hung gets Junja, but we watch this FPX mid laner in the middle of the smoke. The last part of the ulti comes through, but the flash from Scout, he matches it. Skond duck, execution, and Scout
takes down to bring herself back to life, but also the Fate's Call on the Renata. She's no longer vulnerable. One of the biggest issues with Renata is she's immobile. You can jump on her, you can take her out.
4 people, Bone Skewer's there. Sending out, Hung gets it in the end. There's the lightning crash down. They're all leaning on Junja, but if Care actually picks up the dragon, as EDG are unsuccessful, however.
Over, Junja's already there, and Clid might be caught out.
Yeah, handshake down, Ignite as well. Is he going to get a chance to go into the clone? Rend! Yeah, it comes through, and Viper gets a second kill in the mid lane. As EDG is setting up for a second.
The Herald.
Well. Yeah, just do it themselves, right? As they should be able to get an inner here as well. Orc setting up for the dive, the potential onto FPX. The Scout has stolen away the Pyke ultimate. Just wondering how far it will go. A good pillar, but EDG just take it till the end.
Yeah, they're going to charge. We'll see if they continue. They might actually be looking for the full tower. And this is damning. I mean, you have 4 members of FPX there, and they cannot defend the tier 2 a lot better stat-wise. But I still feel like having the morale, as much as like early Grievous Wounds is great against Viper, against Scout, I don't think it's quite as good on AP champs as like Chempunk Chainsword was on a D champ. So, Care kind of weak.
Laughing because Mako used the Shurelliers just to get towards topside earlier, threaten out Care, who was sitting behind the wave. And look, at least FPX getting a trade.
Team lead up towards the top side. They don't care about their Carly being there. They just care about the tower, and it's going to be gone. Even more gold for EDG. Intent for EDG. They are taking these towers time and time again.
At least FPX are trying to trade, but the problem is explosive cast comes out. Summit flashes from trying to defend when his team are cross-mapping right now, Orcs. We criticized FPX a little bit about their cross-maps at the start of broadcast, but with Summit burning the flash, the turret goes down anyway, even though FPX are able to get some gold back within the inner of their own.
Yeah, I think this is a good trade for FPX, in all honesty, right? You trade inner for inner. The dragon was going to go down anyway. Just forget that. At least it's only second for EDG. FPX having the first one helps a lot, but you're getting a bit of gold, and importantly, you have all this vision around Baron. Like, don't get me wrong, this vision is not going to last long. We're going to see EDG probably reset, head over, and sweep it.
Summon a spell here is more than you'd expect of FPX with the pace the way it's going.
Oh, and Scout could be in some trouble here.
Got Banshees, got Crown. Both are now down. Onto Hung. Bone Skewer there as well, but the damage out of Silas. X marks the spot. Taking down the user is insulting. Scout now with the reset as Clid runs away, but execution range. Scout enough as Flandre comes in to finish off the kill. And just as FPX looked like they found an end.
They go too far, and now they're going to lose the Baron. That's exactly what EDG need to start cracking open the base, taking those inhibitor towers. We see
Scout is going to be the Wambulance that runs into FPX.
I mean, Scout is just going to be unkillable. Like, he can go this deep.
Can't believe it. Hijack is available. Level 16 on the Silas. Hung gets him in. And this time as he goes gold, no. Hung is denied. As Cliff is going to be the next target. Care jumping in. There's the bailout there, Scout. Looking for the reset.
Maybe not that deep.
But he's shut down. And this time the ambulance was indeed for him. He didn't pay his bills. And unfortunately, the rest of EDG couldn't bail him out.
Well, they're looking for something more here. This is the window.
But it's onto Viper as he runs on in. Hung's ulti is down. There's a flash from Summon, but bail out onto this Kalista, who's still so healthy. Dodging away, Viper lives on in. This Care trying to jump in the back line. They just want to kill Viper, but they got to get through the entourage. It's like going to a Lady Gaga concert. Look at the security. She's getting away after us, says FPX is Hung. No, the first security guard takes away the adoring fan as Clid goes down next as well. No one will touch Lady Viper Gaga in this first game.
And it just looked like that was the window for FPX to get back in the game. They actually managed to kill Scout, full of overconfidence with those defensive items. Gets taken down, but Viper refuses to go down. FPX do the best, but the best is not enough in this game, and now they should just be able to close out the game. That being said, looks like they're going to respect the respawns and back away.
Week 8, week 9, no one really noticed, but I'm going to pause on that because Summoner's just walked into certain death. The Dragon's up. He's trying to find an angle, but he's already dead. Hung with the bone skill against FPX, who transgressed over OMG in the first one.
I mean, this is just brutal. This is just brutal, honestly. And now, once again...
1v1. That's what happens when you put a forfeit.
Totally needed damage buffs, by the way. Like, this champion already one-shot you. Care's looking for him.
But he's going to get 1v1 too. He doesn't even need the ulti. Next stun comes through. Flandre gets help from Junja, excuse me. As LWX goes to shut down, but Hung in to help out. Junja is a 2-item trundle with Warmogs as he runs on in. At least Death from below gets the trade. FPX gets something, Orcs.
Doing a bit of trolling. I feel like Viper and Mako, I mean, Vako's done some trolling this game as well with that level 1, but Viper's just like, guys, can we not? You know, LWX is is a Zeri, and there's Viper. That's cheating. Viper, great against the magic damage across the board from FPX, from the Gragas, the Akali, and the Zeri. But also, Scout with his tank build has so many resists.
It just jumps on in. He can do that, right? As you said, Zonya's going to be used. All 3 items are down, but Scout at full HP as Flandre flashes in for the lightning rush, and everybody's down. Care running back on into the smoke, but Scout still finds him. Mako lucky to be alive with the Fate's Call. He's out and saved. Viper runs forward as the unit he was in game number 1. And this being a playoff series, this being our world champions going head-to-head as Viper dodges the body slam. This man knows no defeat against LWX, against another world champion. He isn't even sweating. Give EDG a real challenge in game 2, or this is going to be over fast.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you gave over the Kalista. Ari with the pairing with the Vi, so powerful. You know, if Hung is ever walking around alone, dead. If LWX ever gets hit by a Vial, dead. And Scout's so proficient. Actually starting that Dragon Soul. This is super rare, by the way. Since we had the buff to Dragons in 12-14, they were just way too tanky. And Mako's trying to scare them away.
And there's no one to mount. He has no one to mount, and he's just dead.
Either I'm looking towards the Herald and what can be done around that. Because that gold lead from FPX can be... Flandre.
Very good timing. Here's Call the Forge God, the Ram Jam, and Flandre. Down he goes with the second kill, and
I would say for EDG, when you're at a deficit, a trade like this is definitely solid. But I think Junja's only just starting the Herald test this, but this is a lot of stats given on the Hextech Dragon. Actually, they're going in. They're wanting the TP coming too.
Okay, well, that's Flanders coming in. The Call the Forge got the Ram Jam not hitting anyone. Care takes a beating. Dragon goes down, but can they get out? All in a choke. Run away, FPX. Run away. Junja going to be first to die, but a summon flash over the wall. Scout is waiting.
That'll do
it's a mosh pit. Do not go to a rave concert with EDG. They will hit you in the face.
They absolutely crushed them there. FPX focused on the Dragon, and yeah, they get it, but the losses they took in return, that is prime scenario for EDG's composition. Trapped in the pit, Yuumi ult locking everyone in place, Flandre getting the max AoE damage value, and Sivir as well. Fish in a barrel, hysteric.
The second item. We come towards the Herald, and EDG are gonna mention Flandre yet again as he comes on in. Junja with the cease and desist goes wide, but as Summit TP's in, he gets a triple knockup. It isn't on, but Call the Forge God can't be returned as there's the prowling projectile sent out with the Yumi ultimate. Summit about dead as they get a trade off, but Scout's still here, hitting from behind so hard. And FPX's reset matters not because Clit is down, and Viper keeps getting gold. The Scout gets a reset. LWX is Zeri and late.
Comes in for Clit. Instantly, they turn on him. And they start to look for LWX. They don't find it, but it's just step by step.
Point EDG are holding control in a game where the early game didn't go well. It wasn't a win lane win game. But they're now turning onto Clit. Here's LWX with the Ultra Shock Laser, but the rest of EDG are getting out and moving back towards their original target, which is the inner turret off the Herald charge.
They just cease to exist against a 4-item Civic. She shreds everyone. And I think EDG have very quickly found their way back into this game. Dragon in 20 seconds, though. It would be third for FPX. Soul would be fantastic for them. Ocean Soul, not generally the strongest, but with a bulky team. Oh my god, Summit.
Yeah, and he's caught out. Can't bellow his breath on that one. He's in the middle of the team. EDG literally go to Narnia, pull out Aslan, and stab him in the back. Goodbye, Summit, as this Ornn is now kaput. Clit now in the middle as Junja flashes in the middle of Shadowing Mist. EDG might start out slow.
He's so tanky. He's playing Ornn. He's like miles away from anyone. I can't even fault him for this. Why would you expect? Oh, TP comes through. This might be just a bait, though, to make them think they were starting the Baron, and it is. They're going for it.
It is. There's a cease and desist. It would be called assault and battery.
Oh, that's so
because
good.
You have to go
vision towards Baron. That should be FPX's game plan here.
Ooh, they're looking for Viper. They're going to pick off the pieces at the very least. Junja gets knocked up. And Orc pulling out that FPX should try and make the fight happen, but maybe not here in the main areas. Flandre, Dominus heals up. Serix Gage heals him, but Care flashes in. That's a reset for Cleared and a big shutdown. EDG now with the numbers disadvantages. FPX have an angle on Care again, taking the Spirit Rush, getting so much momentum. We're running in the 90s again. Ornold as well. Look at the ultimates on FPX. Only the wild growth. As Clit starts it up, Care TP's on in. They're trying to burst this down, but Junja is ready to hit in on it as well. Bellows breath from Summon as he takes the poke, but FPX is a 5-man move in convincingly and pick up the Dragon. Now on Soul Point, FPX from the brink of a game that's been flipped on its head will finally have something to talk about as EDG are looking for the chase. Junja with the ultimate on top of the mid laner, and Care's just going to be CC'd up, but still Orc moment. The old JDG jungler, the SKT jungler on the outskirts here against our world champions. And meanwhile, Summit decides to run on in, but Scout is here to receive. Thank you so much for the Amazon gift pack. Needs some good poke. He's got his ultimate available.
Now whatever.
As that lightning will need to come through, but he's charmed up. Cleanse immediately and no steal. Cleared at least with the attempt as EDG are getting unhealthy rather, as Care jumps on in. Spirit Rush reset. Junja the first go. LWX in the melee range though. And Viper once again gets himself the perfect ricochet. You've heard of the Zeri, but now welcome to the Civa gameplay.
Man, that was fish in a barrel again, but this time the fish hit back. EDG finding the kills, and Viper absolutely dominating this game. I think he's going to have an IE when he resets, especially after this tower. And at this point, I mean, he's already doing so pretty nice from Scout there, but Viper hasn't burnt his flash for such a long time. Like, he's just holding it, and it just means he's so hard to deal with now. 4 items, red
bottom side here to get the
punish,
steal everything. The flash over. Clid is not allowed to play League of Legends. He came on over from
the last wave.
Look at Viper just run up to the turret. The ricochets do so much work as Hung has to flash away from Scout, burning the Spirit Rush. Now the inhibitor exposed, and that will also drop. EDG are making this series look nigh improbable from FPX. There might have been the underdogs, but I feel like the gap is showing so much more. Is that 2021 World Champs are going to have double inhibit this stage, but Call the Forge God from Summit is the chance. It hits Scout as Care gets him Scott duck, but the flash from Scout gets him away in the nick of time, and FPX at least saving 1 inhib. Is a barrel of worms worth saving.
Yeah, looked like a little bit of an overstay for that mid inhib. Oh, Viper actually mistimes the spell shield, but it doesn't matter. He gets healed up, and look at how aggressive he's playing.
He's going forward. There's a stolen buy ulti onto Viper. They actually kill him. Orcs, you said that was what FPX needed. The overstep from EDG big, but Scout as he TP's on in. The charms, perfect timing. Now, they need LWX, who is so supercharged that he's taken over the fight.
Not available.
Okay.
Flandre's going to reset a TP in. Try and make the play, though. Try and steal the dragon, maybe, with a laser.
Junja needs a smite, but that TP is going to be preposterous as Flandre comes on in. Scout as well. The zoning, the old shock laser doesn't work. And now it is Death City here for LWX. He tried at the very least, but FPX are going to be taken out with their last.
He just dies, and he's like, I want more. I want that extra range. I want more damage. And at this point,
Care TP's in, but Scout is mid with the Spirit Rush. It's going to be a collapse onto LWX. The target there. Charm connecting. Look at the damage. The ricochets hurt like hell. It's like being on a My Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon Ramsay eating you alive. It's emotional pain right now for FPX. They're not going through here in game number 2. As Scout picks off the remnants. The Phoenix is not flying. Instead, Edward is doing some serious gaming, Orcs.
Man, they are just crushing them. And I love, again, the Viari combo. They know LWX didn't have cleanse. Take him out. Junja actually gonna die here, but it doesn't matter. They're just stalling for the end. EDG, the reigning world champions, taking us to match point in this series.
A 2-0 start in what has been two Orcs. Right now, Scout is one of the best Talias in the league. He's 5-0 with a 14 KDA. And in our third game, it looks like...
Just bring me some confidence. We do see Scout roaming around the map looking for opportunities, but now LWX is in trouble.
Speaking of a bonk with a nice start, there you go. LWX is dead as Mako takes turret act. Early lead, Orcs. Once again, like game 2, is not feeling as substantial when EDG are getting here, Orcs, but I'm kind of wondering as how this turns out as Care might be called out. Spirit Rush away. Now's the time to ask you a question, isn't it? No,
nope, I don't think it is.
No, it's not. Wait, Viper's just turning this. Hang on. Have flashed away by Hung. The rest of EDG coming in, but Viper's done the dirty work. Boomerang Blade puts him in half as Hung has a one-shot potential. Wild Growth is available as Scout just pokes him down. TP in from FPX. They need support.
Save by Hung.
Well, Junja is the one looking to kill him at the back end as he is cleared with a flash in on top of the 80 carry. They got him. Viper's dead. FPX played.
So I think the big thing is getting reset. Oh, you don't get time. We don't get time.
No, I never do I? I'll ask you in a second. Hold the thought at the very least. EDG with a 4-man bot.
Yeah. But I think they might just go for the steal instead.
Flandre does have TP though, and it is unleashed. So at the very least, EDG have that extra member. And the advantage means that
as well. Like, the game before was prime for Viper because you could AoE all the melee champions. But in this one, the Jax is not an easy target to hit. The Aria's ranged.
Onto the jungler. Cyclone is available. He gets stunned up. There's the counter-strike as he's interrupted. Flush away from Junja. He's got a second portion as he runs back in. Summit's knocked into the air. I told you, FPX. EDG's response. Flandre is going to get a lot of gold off this as well with his already CS lead in Orcs. He picked this blind. You know, Summit's going to be an award, but Scout is not. He's got the Weaver's Wall available as Dragon still being trialed by EDG. Flid sitting here strong here with a smite ready as Junja gets over the wall. They want to turn for Summit, but they pull off and unable to find it. The Scout with the seismic shove doesn't connect. This is good for FPX. Buying time as Weaver's Wall comes through, but over with the smite. Clid gets it. No Dragon stacking as Summit jumps in, but he flushes in onto Viper. This Jack's trying to keep FPX alive as Flandre, the first to die. The next is Viper. EDG are exposed. Scout flashes himself as he pokes him down, but Junja's next. FPX.
Huge for FPX in their chances of making it back into the series.
And Summit on a carry, Orcs. How exciting that we don't see him on this horn. We get the Jax and the aggression.
2,000 ahead. Any more is going to be a pretty nice bonus, especially as we talk about that 3-item spike for Zeri, and it is approaching pretty soon.
2k Baron power play. Remember, the Baron just giving 1,500 gold as well as Graders. LPX is threatening Viper. They want that turret so badly as FPX committing the Summit. Down the bottom lane, excuse me, the TP, the Charm connects, and Scout's dead. Care with another. And EDG losing their mid laner here. Orcs with Baron, that opens up the map.
Yeah, I mean, Summit's just going to be able to take this bot lane tower. Really nice TP from Care to find this angle here. So they are getting a little bit more. The extra gold influx is going to be big, and you can see Summit starting to become a problem in the side lane.
Imagine if he had a real weapon. Summit walking up, Flandre ulties, and immediately as Summit gets out, there's a response from EDG's Junja. Might find Care. That shutdown is huge. Going to Junja as well as EDG are still tempting fate. Wanting to push up. FPX, as you said, get that pick off.
Yeah, we have TP for Summit, so if he finds an angle to come in, that would be pretty potent. But out, Viper focus.
Spirit Rush, he gets him! Viper's dead! Junja might be next as the Cyclone has come through defensively. Viper not expecting Care to be so careless. What a Chad.
And Flash for Viper just came up off cooldown now. Care diving onto him. The Ultra Shock laser laid on top. You can't spell shield everything. Viper goes down. The Dragon does too. And 4K gold is significant, but 2 Mountain Dragons is really going to make them feel that difference. Damage into him, and Summit just doesn't care. Like his health bar was... Oh, the engage!
Meanwhile, they face checked, and Junja is almost dead. However, the response on Clip, nope, denied. Junja's going to die as well.
Now, Jungler down. They're in the pit. EDG are posturing for a fight.
Hoping for Viper here at 5K FPX to stay in the series. The Baron there, and the steal! Viper with a boomerang blade!
They should have the Baron, and Clid doesn't smite. The boomerang blade is enough, and now they
revisit that one. Summit's running in solo with the TP, and EDG know that they can clap them down and deny FPX a game of return. At the very least, FPX committing all 5 members. Right now, EDG is scared, so third Mountain Dragon goes down. Orientated is on the hunt, actually popped. He's trying to TP out. There's the Weaver's Wall on top. The stun, he gets him in the nick of time. That's got to be the last 0.5 seconds of Summit's TP as everyone's on top for Jax. But Summit's still taking so long to die. He flashes. Junja flashes the match, but Orcs, even with the Baron buff, FPX are able to pull up a turret through the mid lane, and they're not just losing members without getting a trade.
Yeah, I mean, they get a kill, they're dead for 30.
Surely not. Like, surely FPX still confident enough. This turret's going to go down. Inhibitor's going to be threatened here at the very least with the 2K Baron power play. Viper's wave clear insane, Orcs. I know I didn't get a chance to ask you, but hopefully I do in a second. Splander's been caught out as a flash with Dominus. Gets the stun up, and he's just dead. And FPX finding the top laner now, and they're going to look for the rest. Care comes in, the charm not connecting over the wall, and Scout zoning against LWX is a Zeri this late in the game. We're going to ARAM as they jump onto Flounder, but Clip takes the source of damage. But look at Viper, almost dead in the nick of time as LWX just cleans off the rest. Flandre zoning out as Summit jumps on in on top of Scout, who is abandoned. Edward Gaming might be world champions, but in this series, they're not as dominant as we first thought, as LWX is uncharged, unrelenting, and FPX are ready to soar.
And now they can just go for the end. Viper not strong enough. You saw he's trying to step up to LWX. The engage came in onto the Zeri, but the damage wasn't there. 2v5, there's no way to defend this.
Viper's got the wave clear, but you're right, the numbers aren't in his favor, and FPX, when death knocked on the door, it looks like they decided to say, not today. The series will go on, and FPX try to keep that miracle run in check as we move to a Game 4 against the 2021 World Champs.
And FPX managed to answer back. After game one, Yone is actually something that Kaz played before. It's good to Azir, by the way. You can threaten him once you hit level 3, once you hit level 6. Big windows to punish, so... supreme confidence.
But Clid's moving in. Right now, the 1v1 going to begin, but it's a Trundle, and we all know Trundles in the 1v1 are going to be so simple. Lethal Tempo's pulled up, a Scout jumps on in. He's got low mana, but it doesn't matter. Care is baited. Junja flashes a great killer. As Clid comes back to his death, FPX, oh no! Junja with a double kill.
Being mobile, though, means he can't disengage if needed. Looks like they're trying to posture for a fight.
But Call the Forge got the Fate Seal, it's great, but look at the Emperor's Divide. Care and Clid are sent packing. He's got no flash, but Cyclone's still available as he uses it onto Junja. The smite comes in with a slicing maelstrom. It's a 3-man from big old Summit. Clid burning to death, but it's not enough to take his life as Flandre's next on the menu. And Scout gonna be followed up over the wall. Care's got him. This is the
as well. And now FPX making their way on the Dragon. They should just get this and get out. Not able to contest in time, so this is fantastic. EDG see it coming. They can try and defend, but now they're looking for a potential dive here.
And it won't get any plates as well. We'll talk about that in a second. LWX is just blasted out to start off. Taken up is Viper, who has to flash out with a double kill going over to Junja. But he's got the aggro. You're right. That's a shutdown over to Hung at the very least. And Mako burned his flash before. EDG Orcs not as clean as we were talking about.
Yeah, so I thought Junja, I don't know why he stayed in. I think what his game plan was give the shutdown to Hung, which actually makes sense. So, but he heads up from him. Herald does go down, but notice 14 minutes has been passed, no plates received from this, but it will be first tower for Summit at least, which is something. Constant back and forth. This is what we expect when both these teams go in head to head. And now, I mean, we don't get a chance to talk more action.
We don't. Summit has ulti though in a quick second. I believe it's on about a 5-second cooldown as he flashes away. This game looking like a good position to take it all the way to the distance, but Orcs, it is going to depend on the next couple of dragons as FPX set them up.
You can't defend this. 5 members of EDG ready to make this push happen.
Just a simple play with the double summoners down, the Sun turret up with the Herald. EDG are going to be close to equalizing gold here as it's not the turret down, but at the very least, it's a close call. FPX have poked as the next wave comes through. And Orcs, EDG did this in game number 2. This is the turret push that they're trying to threaten, but Care at least getting a response this time around.
Yeah, I don't think Care will have time to get the tier 2, so they trade 2 towers mid for 1 top, which EDG are really happy with that trade. Even though the tier 2 Care, you're getting hit return, and that is not a fun time. So now, though, we see EDG open on the map. You can see no one can contest that mid wave.
On up, the ultra shock laser hits Mako this time as Summit does good damage to Scout. But FPX take it to a game 5. This is the engager's tidal wave. Almost takes out Cleared. Call the Forge God. Returned here by Flandre as Junja runs over the wall. Scout poked out, and LWX has to run from the Lucian again as Hung is one-shot capability. Viper jumps in. Care is baited by the 80 carry of Edward Gaming. Flandre just swaying as Clid is just off the wing. EDG forced them out, and Orcs not yet. Scouts over the wall. Hung is by himself, and you said, how does nobody die? Viper in the middle of everyone flashes away. A madman, and he's punished. LWX gets
the carry.
But there's no ultis available from FPX. Everything's down, and Summit starts with Mako, though that's a good trade. Onto Junja. Summit runs on in as Scout pokes him out for FPX to stay in World's contention. It's all about this. The Scout pokes over the wall. Flandre gets cleared. The jungler down. Hit the dragon. Yes. EDG do it. And Scout and Flandre a long-awaited rematch against RNG. Remember that those are nemesis. And again, Summit, no! The NA talent caught out. Viper takes him, but look at the re-engage. Clip with the 4-man knockup. Not enough with Flandre heading back. Yeah, you're right. The top laner went for the wave. Tidal wave, pillar, teleports coming through. As you said, though, FPX are bringing the crew. And Summit has the flash ulti available. This could be a turn as Flandre's ulti doesn't connect. Care comes on in, the Fate Seal. Viper dodges. The double auto almost kills him as now the chase back. FPX's chances dwindling as Summit flashes in. But again, the bottom lane dodges. EDG, team fighting is their forte. You can't win at this game, even with LWX on.
Everything in the kitchen sink, and Summit even launches a fridge at him, and they don't manage to connect. Viper
available in front of it. EDG with the call to Forge God not available as Care jumps on in, but Scout Mako dodge away at 5k now, 4k. They have Smite, they have Flandre, who can flash over the wall as Summit's coming in red hot, but onto Care over the wall. Here's Scout, the shuffle into the pit. It's a bounce house for Hung. What a way to go out as LWX is going to be the first to die. Care, the carry of the OMG series, is trying his hardest. The Scout still has range. But look at Clid coming on in with the Cyclone available. Care surviving to his wits end as Flandre's going to be next. Scouts down. EDG actually losing this one. Orcs, 4 members dead. It's a long con for FPX to live. Some of these members like Summit, right? Now 4 items, almost full build. It's culling. No! It doesn't matter! It doesn't matter! It's going to be a bounce house again as Care's got nowhere left to go. A big misstep as Care wants the 1v4, but denied.
2, and now Clid is alive, but you cannot approach this. Baron for EDG, and they are really starting to take control of the game. It's only, even with the Baron being taken, it's only 1,000 gold lead by EDG. Someone before the fight starts, EDG just win the fight, right? You're not going to be able to take a 4v5. With the Baron, they're going to start to pick up some of the standing gold.
Viper again steps up as it's almost full build. Lucian, doesn't matter that it's late game. He's always a threat as again the Gale Force culling. No one stands in front of Summit, and no one beats Viper.
Yeah, and now with Summit so low, they're gonna have to try and find an opportunity to defend this tower. Post coming in, ultra zone from the Ornn. LWX!
Look at this great angle. LWX with the Immortal Shield Bow now. Pop the Flandre takes next to no damage. EDG 1 step away from meeting with their arch nemesis in RNG in round number 3. in knocking out FPX, and all of a sudden, as you said, it's dire straits here from the team that took OMG to a 5-game series that looked like
it for the Ornn or the Trundle. But Scout has his Zhonya's, and Viper has Ninja Tab, who knocked out FPX the last time in playoffs, and they're on the cusp of
Look at this, there's a collapse happening. Hung tries to come in
no.
and help him out, but Care, oh, we just talked about this guy being the saving grace as Viper doesn't really care. He steps on
inhib, but the game shouldn't end yet. EDG are looking though.
Summit! At least he ulties in response, but it's too late, he's dead! Summit, the new edition of FPX. You were the chosen one! As LWX
we'll spot out all of FPX, yeah.
But they need a TP from Summit, trying to draw that in at the very least at 5k. EDG are pulling off. Here's the culling. Onto Care, fade sealed. No, Viper does that again! This 80 carry.
It's so hard to get on this back line. Really struggling to get access. They're not finding the flank angles. They're not finding the TP. And they're just getting picked.
Viper into him. That punch is going to knock you out clean with the rest of EDG's follow-up as well. Look at Junja feeling confident here. But remember, Mountain Soul, Clint's trying. Hung's caught up over the wall. Execution of the Phoenix begins with EDG. You may have found something against OMG, but EDG seemed to be a different beast.
Viper getting those kills to end it off, ruining the hopes of FPX. It's the 3rd time running.
Oh,
denied them the title in 2021 summer. Denied them going any further than the first round in spring. And once again, EDG will end FPX's run in the playoffs.
They will not be at Worlds for 2022. And Edward Gaming have a date to keep with their old arch nemesis in RNG. I can't wait for that one as Edward Gaming show us that the fire still burns strong in our 2021 World Champs.